Hey, what's up, Guardians? TBL here, bringing you some Destiny Iron Banner gameplay on the PlayStation 3. This gameplay is going to be a standard Iron Banner game of Control on the most one-sided objective-based game map in Destiny. That's right, we're heading to Blind Watch. Anyone who's ever played Control mode on Blind Watch will tell you that if you've got C, you've essentially won the match. Seriously, the spawns and control points are so unbalanced on this match that you really do have a direct line of sight from control point C to control point B. Meaning you can take both control point C and B and then just spend the entire match holding down the hallways that lead to each of those points. Luckily for my fire team and I, we happen to spawn on C and we're gonna keep it all game long. But speaking of my fire team, I wanted to take a quick second to make a shout out to quite a few people who have been running through Iron Banner with me over the past couple of days. To my boys Technicolor, Loud Kids, Dizzy Busy, and of course Gen X100, you guys are awesome. Now for most of this weekend, we have been running a straight train through the Iron Banner, trying to get ourselves up to rank 5. And let me tell you guys, it has been an absolute trip. Now, I of course started my Iron Banner journey way back, ooh, get slapped son, but I started my journey way back last Tuesday when it first arrived in the patch. But I didn't really get too much time playing through it since I was playing on the PS4 where I generally run solo. But over the course of the weekend, I generally had some free time on my hands and a couple of friends and subs who were ready and available to fight. Oh man, and look at that kill feed. That's right baby, get down. That was almost the entirety of the enemy team getting wrecked. But anyways, I had a couple of friends and subs who were online and ready to play on the PS3, so I decided to boot things up, hop into a fire team with my boy Gen X100, and just see where things went. And let me tell you, that was probably one of the best ideas I've had in terms of the Crucible mode in Destiny in a long time. Boom, as we steal those 2 kills and pick up another bounty completion there, Iron Wrath. So I joined up on a fire team, invited some friends in, and we just went ham. And for the first time in really quite a long time, I've really enjoyed my experience in the Crucible. Now normally when it comes to Crucible modes, I stick to like smaller modes like Rumble or Clash and generally just play by myself. But with the Iron Banner out and with it being exclusively a control-based game mode, I kinda had to shake up the way I do things. Control mode in and of itself is really a glorified team deathmatch with multipliers added. Meaning you don't actually get points for holding control points themselves, you get points for kills, and holding control points simply multiplies the amount of score that you get every time you get a kill. Now of course that might seem elementary for some of you guys, but there really are people in this game mode who don't really understand the mechanics of it. Personally, I know one of the reasons I was having such a hard time when I was playing by myself was that people would always try to push towards that third control point. We would have either C and B or A and B, and then someone would push off to that third point, reset the spawns, and then we would wind up losing all 3. And let me tell you guys, that can be a heartbreaker, especially when your team is a mere 1,000 points away from victory. And hold up, check this out, we are going full cheese mode with that exotic rocket launcher, Truth. This is easily my favorite heavy weapon to use in the Crucible. Seriously, this thing has tracking rounds that follow people to the ends of the earth. And like this poor fellow right here, generally means that once you fire, you can simply forget. Oh, and as Solar Wolf's good buddy King Viper is about to find out, never turn your back on a sunbro. I really do love being a warlock. Ain't nothing like it, baby. But as I was saying before, I would always get stuck with randoms who didn't quite seem to understand the mechanics behind the control mode. Well, that's not really so much a problem when I'm running with a fire team. Oh, and big props to Carla Clay 13 right there for pulling my butt out of the fire. Your punching services are greatly appreciated. But running with a full fire team where we could properly communicate our strategies and work the field really worked some wonders for me in the Iron Banner. And even though I might be late to this lesson, for those of you who are still trying to push your way to the maximum rank in the Iron Banner, running with a fire team can definitely help. Oh, and check this, I spot some heavy over there in the corner. Decide it's worth the risk to run out there, try to pick it up, and drop out of sight before I get wasted. And it got pretty close there, that guy was chasing me around. But overall, it was worth it for that extra rocket fuel for the truth. Which again also leads me into another tip for the Iron Banner. Heavy is more important than control. In the Crucible, heavy weapon ammo drops every couple of minutes, and most of the time it'll happen right when you're sitting on top of a control point trying to take it from the enemy. Well, I've found that 9 times out of 10, it's always more important to get that heavy ammo for you and your teammates than it is for you to flip something like Control Point B. Now that may seem crazy, but remember, Control is a kill-based game mode, and I can almost guarantee that the team that controls the heavy controls the map. In the Iron Banner and in regular games of Control, one level 30 with heavy ammo can hold down an entire control point by themselves. And it can be absolutely terrifying for anyone to go up against that. Now imagine an entire team of players with heavy. And suddenly, it doesn't matter if you've got control points A and B, because now you've got an entire team of people with machine guns and rocket launchers coming for you. This can turn the tide of any match. And it's extremely important that when that heavy ammo inbound message gets to you, you and your team are prepared to make the most of that. Which leads into the next point actually. Don't be greedy with heavy. So many times I would see the heavy ammo icon pop up, think great, we can now turn the tide of a match, try to rush over there only to have one person run up to it really quickly, take the ammo, and ruin it for everyone else. Remember, in this game, when the heavy crate drops, the ammo will be accessible to anyone who's around it, meaning that when you hit that prompt, it'll drop for everyone who's within a certain range. As a team player, you should try to wait for as many people on your team to get as close as possible. Remember, to have the best possible chance of steamrolling the enemy, you want to have everyone on your team, or at least as many people as possible to have heavy ammo. So if you've got a couple of friends and teammates nearby, wait for them to get close to you before you pick up the heavy ammo. Now there are of course exceptions to this. If you're in enemy territory and or none of your teammates are anywhere near the ammo, or if you're near your home base's ammo spot and you start to see those enemy dots closing in, of course you should go ahead and grab the heavy ammo. But if you're in a safe enough situation, wait for at least 1 or 2 people to show up. Remember, 3 Guardians with heavy ammo is way better than 1, even if that one Guardian is spamming the crap out of the truth. And oh man, do I love spamming the crap out of the truth. But alright, that was just a few quick tips that helped me get from rank 0 to rank 5 in the Iron Banner in no time. A quick summary would be, Fireteams are better for control mode. Don't try to take all 3 control points. Grab 2 as a team, and then split that team up and guard them both. You'll get way more kills as you'll control the enemy spawn and force them to come to you. And finally, use that heavy ammo, son, because he who controls the heavy controls the match. But alright, there we go, that is the end of this match. We did wind up getting a team score of 20,070 to 7,040. Absolutely wrecked the enemy team there. That's more than a 13,000 point difference. Now of course half of that's due to terrible balancing on Blind Watch, but hey, I'll take it. Anyways, we did wind up getting 27 kills, 6 assists, and a KD of 6.75. Not too bad for a Crucible game. My boy Technicolor pulled in a flawless, look at that, 15.0 KD. But mad props to my team here, they did a great job of holding things down. But alright, that about wraps up this video, guys. If you like what you saw here, feel free to check out my channel where you can find a ton more Destiny gameplay videos coming out soon. Alright, that's it for me now. As always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty.